we move forward in the service, we get to one of the more, I guess you could say, strange sections of the liturgical service with Chamocha. It's something we do day in and day out, and it's a part of the service where the prayer stuck in the book is literally, it's pulled right out of the Torah and plopped in here. And it's the most in-between time. Because we say that this is a time where we're dancing and we're celebrating, but if you actually know where it is in the Torah, I guess we're dancing and we're celebrating, but we're at the most in-between place possible. Now, we're no longer in Egypt. We finally escaped Egypt. But we're not in freedom either. We know the Egyptians, that they're running straight at us, and we're sitting in the middle of the sea, and there's walls of water on either side of us. And the brilliance of this is that this is where we decide to celebrate, right at the in-between. And I think about where we are in the world right now. I think about that we're not in the 1930s and we're not in the 1940s. We're not in Germany. And we're not at peace. We know what's happening in Israel is not where we want it to be. We know what's happening in Gaza is not where we want it to be. We know that the idea of safety inside of Israel has been broken, and it's not where it's meant to be. We know when we look at where we are in America, we never thought it would feel this way, of what we're seeing on college campuses, inside of our schools here, people drawing swastikas here in San Francisco this week. And it reminded me of this story that I heard Rabbi David Wolpe share recently. That he was thinking back to, what if I got to have a conversation with my great-great-great-grandfather, and I got to tell him what we were going through right now. And he says, I'd say, you're not going to believe what they are doing to the Jews at Harvard and Columbia right now. And his grandfather said, they're Jews at Harvard and Columbia right now? He goes, yeah, there's Jews at Harvard and Columbia, but the anti-Israel sentiment on those camps, there's an Israel? He goes, there's an Israel, but they're lobbying and they're begging that America hold military aid back from Israel. America is supporting Israel? And so when you zoom back and you realize where you're standing, you remember you're not sitting in Egypt, you're not in Germany, and you're also not where you want to be yet. But it is some things to celebrate where we're standing right now. And that's what Chamocha is trying to teach us. Is to take a breath in and to realize how lucky we are now.